right, so boom, I've been seeing this Deku versus Miles Morales thing all across the internet. I'm gonna be honest, there's not any competition here. I feel like Miles kind of gets watched by Deku here. He got like 7, 8 different abilities within him. There's no way Miles is beating that, let's be real.
Miles Morales versus Izuku.
Miles Morales? What? Miles Morales.
I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It just don't see. Why did they choose Miles? Why not just Peter Parker? Is Miles stronger than Peter? Like, I feel like Deku versus maybe like who's a Marvel character that would really be toe-to-toe with Deku for real?
Peter wasn't the only one who got bit.
I don't even know, because who has multiple abilities within that ability? I don't.
He had it thrust upon him.
Thor, okay, Thor's a good one. Thor's a good one. That's a good choice. He is a god. Thor might be able to hang.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics enhancing serum.
5'8"? Miles short. Imagine not being 6 foot. Wakandan web shooters. I didn't know he got his web shooters from Wakanda. I will say, I find Miles way cleaner than Peter Parker, especially after the Into the Spider-Verse movies. I feel like Miles is clean.
What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg.
It's crazy that the next movie they drop him for that whole thing is coming out maybe 2 years from now. 2 or 3 years. Because I heard that they pushed it back again.
But to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it.
I know he has electric powers.
Individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez,
but is this enough to scale with Deku? Are we serious?
Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
All black characters have electric powers?
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the
Not Black Panther.
To find his worth.
Not Black Panther. He don't got electric powers. I'm really sitting there trying to think of other like characters or black characters that don't have electric powers. There are a lot actually. Holy. Blade doesn't. I mean, but does he count as a hero?
Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the
Teen
likes
Avengers.
of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's.
I feel like that fight, the Red Hulk versus Captain America, was so disappointing because it only lasted like 5 minutes, and they were promoting the heck out of it in the trailers.
This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers
it is always
enough,
New York.
Miles
I'm not
push
gonna
his
lie.
Electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor.
Like, they talking up Miles here. They talking him up real nice. But I still can't imagine this being enough to beat Midoriya.
With his family, And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
I need you to pick up this dude's voice. Who's this? What does sound like this? I can't do that, bro. It's gonna hurt my throat.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero
Like, this dude
uno.
All Might is
With a
crazy.
smile on his face, he
And then
can
there's
save
multiple
anyone
powers
and win
within,
any fight, no matter what.
like,
Or so it's
how you got powers
After a
within
battle
the
with his
power?
arch
Like,
nemesis,
what?
All for one,
You know how
All
crazy that
Might
sounds?
was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as
Tough.
local bully Bakugo like to call him, the
Deku.
good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might.
Time
but
skip,
even
he's
his idol told
24?
him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma
Possesses
quirk,
7
until he got
quirks.
the
Like,
chance
what?
to alpha up
7
and lend
quirks?
his
Are you
rival a
serious?
helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so
And then he
after months of
trained
training,
himself to be
Izuku was
stronger.
granted All Might's quirk.
Mad
One for
fast,
all. This power
crazy
allows him to boost
strength.
his strength to
It's like, what,
incredible
bro?
heights, using it
There's
for
no way
smashing
Miles
attacks
is
named after
sticking with
specific
that.
US locales and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes.
Oh, what did he
even
mean by that?
finger
Who
flicks.
was he
One for
referring
all
to
is
as
the
they?
ultimate in
I didn't like that.
strength
That they was a
The
little
first time he used
strong.
it, Izuku
They call
destroyed
it.
this
That was a little
giant
strong,
robot
wasn't
in
it?
a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs.
And then are we talking about Deku, who was able to actually hold his own with the power? Because he used to be fragile as hell. Is he able to? Are we talking about the one that's able to hold his own and can actually handle his powers? Because if that's the case, then GG's, bro.
Hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill,
I think the
he
last
developed
season of My
full
Hero is
power.
coming up, right?
Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, Shoot Style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched
Nerd
to focusing
emoji?
on kicks to pack
That
in
was
more of
nasty.
a
You know what's
built
crazy?
upon for
You know how?
generations.
You know
The quirks
Deku
that
is
the
strong
previous users of
when
One
he
for
had to
All
get nerfed
manifested
at the
in
end of
Deku,
his
along with their
series.
spirits, or
That's how you know
vestige,
this is
to help
crazy.
him in his
He had to
battle
get
against All
nerfed.
for One.
When the character has to get nerfed because they're so strong, I feel like nobody could compete with
He can
that.
also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressure,
They doing Miles dirty here, I'm not gonna lie.
Fly.
Miles is getting hold.
Detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance.
And he
Though
got
it's
spider.
mostly
He
like
basically
the
got what
Lord
Miles
doesn't
got,
tell him specifics
just
like
better.
location or number of threats.
Spider
Familiar?
sense.
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
Like, look at
Well, no,
this.
but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's
Nah, bro,
combined
there's
it
no
with
way,
Black
bro.
Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve full 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet was
Okay.
crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound.
Like, come on now.
Deku was moving so
And he
fast,
was able to
the
dodge
bullet
that.
was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his
Like, look at
vital
this.
force, Gear shift.
By touching a target, he can control
Nah, bruh.
its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so
Like
fast
what,
to
bro?
punch
Are you
multiple times that it
serious?
can-
Why? Who
Even
wanted
Overlord's
this?
own protege, Shigaraki,
Who wanted
couldn't
Miles
track
to get
him.
hold
And
like
is
this?
a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have
Like
a time
what,
limit,
bro?
though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
This
Not
is
nearly
so
as bad as
old.
One for All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his
What,
friends,
bro?
the
What?
country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work. Getting a regular
Like,
9 to 5
he
as a
was so
teacher,
strong he had to
passing
lose
on
his quirk.
knowledge
Like
to the
what?
next generation,
He started how
just like every
he
user of
ended how he
One For All
began.
before him.
Like
Some
what's the
might say
point?
he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
W message. I really don't know how this.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking.
I thought that was you
All
on
right,
the screen,
buttons are
dog.
set. We've
Okay.
run the data through all possibilities.
It's
I wonder
time
how
for
this is about to go. What is this about to look like?
battle!
Because there's no way Miles is keeping up. I will say, Death Battle always has like clean animations.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me
That
what you
is
can do?
not Deku.
Alright, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
The animation clean though.
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh, that's tough. This animation is crazy. Who animated this?
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Nah, this is tough. Yeah, GG's. The thing is, Miles is only taking these hits because of his suit. If he didn't have the vibranium, it's cooked.
I gotta do my own thing.
Nah, they went stupid.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
No way, no way. The worst ad of all time? That was the worst ad placement I've ever seen.
Amazing
What an
is my
edge.
buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
And the thing is, Deku is actually pretty smart. So he's actually thinking of what he's doing before he does it. I don't know. I feel like they kind of playing on Miles a little too much here. I'm not gonna lie.
Go beyond! Ultra!
Oh, golly! Bro, beat him into exploding.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Imagine, imagine the person beating you complimenting you. I would not want to be hearing that. You really are the ultimate. Like, bro, what?
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers.
Like, you didn't
which
just
matched
beat
up
me.
quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats.
But after
than
seeing
Danger
the video,
Sense,
I
which
do
has
see
been
the
working
similarities in
before.
their
This meant
toolkits.
Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could
Speed
dodge
gotta
instant
be
attacks,
Deku.
which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on
I would
the
probably
fly.
give skill to
But
Deku.
Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was
Deku.
no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's
GGs.
blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And
Oh
Deku
my
did that
gosh.
with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
And the morales of the
Next time
story,
on
nasty.
DEATHBATTLE.
Godzilla versus Hulk. What kind of matchup is that? All right, so that was Deku versus Miles Morales. Very interesting battle, but let's be real. Deku was gonna win that 100 times out of 100. Let's be real. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. All that is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's been your boy Crypto. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.